Assalamu alaikum students. We are studying a course Organic Polymer and today our topic is Phenol-Formaldehyde resin. It is a part of synthetic polymer. Phenol-Formaldehyde resin PF. First of all, we will discuss its introduction. Phenol-Formaldehyde resin is a thermosetting polymer. Interesting students, as we have studied mainly 5 to 6 synthetic polymers which all were thermoplastic in nature, but this is a first polymer which is a thermosetting in nature, thermosetting polymer. It is first synthetic polymer which is commercialized in 1909. Important point for MCQ's purposes. Students, first synthetic polymer. As we discuss in our very first lecture, when we understand or we get familiar with the history of organic polymer, and I have told you that the first synthetic polymer. What was the name, students? Just think. Maybe during the lecture you remember that point. I will wait and at the end I will tell you. So students, it is prepared by condensation of phenol and formaldehyde. Condensation. Just focus on the words. Each word have a lot of information. First synthetic polymer, thermosetting, condensation, phenol formaldehyde, these all terms. We are moving towards the end point of these course, and I hope now you familiar with these terms. Phenol formaldehyde resin is prepared either by acid catalyzed or base catalyzed polycondensation reaction of phenol and formaldehyde. Depending on the catalyst used, we can obtain two different resins. One is the solid resin named as Novalac. Another is Risol resin or liquid resin. These two different resins obtained, and it only depend on the catalyst which we are using. So now we will see its preparation. Phenol and formaldehyde, when these two monomers combine, polymerize, and it will form a polymer named as bakelite. Why I am silent? So this is the answer of my question as I have asked you a minute ago. What is the name of first synthetic polymer? The first synthetic polymer named is bakelite, which is commercialized in 1909, and bakelite is obtained by two different monomers. One is the phenol, another is formaldehyde. Here is the structure of phenol, this is the structure of formaldehyde, and as we have studied that we can proceed it via acid catalyzed or via base catalyzed, and it will convert it into a product, and product name is monomethanol phenol. This is a monomethanol. So students, the product name is monomethanol phenol. This is a monomethanol. Mono stand for one. This is methanol, mean meth and alcoholic group attached there, methanol, and this is phenol. Overall said to be monomethanol phenol. And there is ortho and para product may formed. So students, we will discuss both type of mechanism, either acid catalyzed and base catalyzed, as we have understand one point and we read one point that depend on the catalyst used, either acid or base, two different types of the resin will form: solid resin and liquid resin. Novalac and Resol product will form. So while studying a mechanism in the presence of acid, the mechanism said to be acid catalyzed. First, here is a phenol react with this formaldehyde in the presence of acid, and acid we are using here sulfuric acid. Here is sulfuric acid H plus and HSO4 negative. It will split into two parts. Here is the H plus as a electrophile and this HSO4 negative as a nucleophile will act. Now this H plus, the acidic hydrogen will initiate this reaction. How this reaction will proceed? First of all, this phenolic group where the oxygen has lone pair which came and converted into here a double bond, and this double bond will attack on this carbonyl carbon and this pi bond shifted towards this oxygen. Again, here is a phenolic group. How they attack, as arrow showing in front of you. Now this pi bond attack on this carbonyl and a negative charge appear on this oxygen, and this negative charge will grab this acidic proton and convert it into OH. How the structure look like this? Here is our structure. Here. This product will form. Now students, the aromaticity lost. The HSO4 part of the sulfuric acid now will take back their hydrogen from this aromatic structure, and this bond will back move towards here and restore their aromaticity, and this bond will move towards back and restore its stability, and it converted into a product named as methanol phenol, and it is at ortho position and it's said to be the ortho product. And another, its name is Novalac resin. Mean when we use acid catalysis or acid catalyze mechanism, when we proceed, the product is formed Novalac resin. Another concept I will share at the end. Now in terms of the base catalyzed, here is the phenol, again here is formaldehyde. Now we will take a base or alkali sodium hydroxide, where is OH part from the sodium hydroxide act as a base. This OH negative will grab this proton from the phenolic group. When this hydrogen liberate from here, a negative charge will appear on this oxygen here. Now this negative charge came into conjugation. This pi bond attack on this formaldehyde or this formaldehyde carbonyl carbon, and this structure appear like this. Now this OH part from the base will grab this proton, the aromaticity will regenerate and stability occur. The structure now look like this. Now we need to perform its hydrolysis. This sodium will liberate with hydrogen. Here this negative part required a proton. Now this structure will restore, and product which is formed monomethanol phenol, and this is a Resol resin which is liquid in nature. Students, another concept I have told you I will discuss later. This is a concept. If phenol to formaldehyde ratio is greater than 1, then it's said to be Novalac resin. And if the ratio is less than 1, then we said to be Resol resin. It's important for the perspective of MCQs. Students, azan ka waqfa hai. I will continue little later. Now students, we will discuss its applications. Due to good electrical properties, phenolic laminates are used in electrical circuits, printed circuits, and circuit boards, fiberglass, etc. This is an importance of phenol-formaldehyde resin. Very important MCQs are present in this lecture. So students, I hope you have understand this lecture very keenly. You enjoy this lecture. Kindly share your feedback. Thank you.